All right, welcome back to another live stream. Today we are going to be looking to trade gold and US30. We'll be conducting our analysis in just a few minutes while I get set up. Let's see. Gold. Gold has been on just an absolute tear, especially since our trade that we got in yesterday. We can see yesterday we entered the trade around this area from 37.21. Price shot up 1.7%. Which is how many pips? Let's see. Oh, that's a lot for sure. What do we see right here today on gold? While I am loving the continuation of bullishness, what this means is that we have not topped out yet. So when we decide to fall, it is going to be a heavy fall, and we can see that we already have structure here that needs to be taken out, which is close to that 50%. Yesterday's daily, you can see we tapped into it probably during Asia and it just continues shooting up. I mean, these are a wild last 3 days on gold. This is heavy movement. Let's be a little bit careful and aware of what's going on. So we know that price is shooting up. On the 4 hour, we see that we had a slight pullback at the 37.45 area. And from here, we are pushing up higher and higher. So a couple of candles of consolidation right here. Um, I mean, right now, price could respect this area right here and continue higher, but there is too much imbalance, uh, which I would want to see taken out first. I don't see liquidity being swept either yet. So dropping down to the 5 minute, um, let's see, they're like equals. So not really interested in gold at the moment. This is a little uh, too much in consolidation as well as just in brand new territory with gold hitting all-time highs. So just over the last, let's see, since September 22nd, okay, so since yesterday, we've been breaking out to all-time highs. But really since, when is this? April 22nd to September. Ever since September 1st this month, I mean, if we just bought and held 320 pips on 320 points on gold. That's crazy. Yeah, for sure. So on US30, we do have a similar story. Going to the weekly, we are still extremely bullish. I don't think we can mark this as a high anymore. We probably still have a high to hit. So I didn't close that out. What I am interested in seeing is yesterday's daily candle. And so what I see here is we had a slight, really just a slight move down and really it's just popped up. Looking at the charts, we entered the trade yesterday um, or we were actually looking to enter the trade after this area right here. We had marked out this liquidity that was then taken out, which we felt good about. Um, Now here, what I'm seeing is there is just a lot more liquidity just waiting to be swept right here. Obviously, right now, 8:30 market just opened. We were seeing a massive push to the upside. Let's just do a quick overview of what our stocks are looking like. Wow, SMCI, man, I wish I bought some of this. These are a list of stocks that I wish I hadn't entered. I mean, like, originally, my entry point was right here. Since then, we're up over 170%. at one point we were up 200%. I'm interested, but this is where the next point where I was interested in getting in. We're already up close to 20%. UNH, beautiful, right here, 50% up. Intel continuing to shoot up. Enphase, Kava. Let's see. I'm hoping for Kava to actually push down. Sonos, Honest. Honest, I would love it if I'm seeing this right here now. So love it for this to get swept. I know this is the candle formation right here. Don't know exactly what it is. I think this is setting up to break out, but this is the source of right there. Let's see. Upwork is just being parabolic. Tesla, I mean, I think if you're in the stock market right now, you are hitting all-time highs just based off of the way the market is moving. Google just beautiful. CRM starting to push back up. We like that. CRM, I would like for it to actually push down a little bit lower. Yeah, I mean CRM, if we get a nice move down to 212, uh, honestly, not a crazy return, but it's a safe stock. Autodesk, glad to see the stock is continuing to push up. See, the last time it was in this area is 2021, so we bought it down here. Um, close up, turn, cake, cake. I want to see cake. Maybe it comes back down here. That area. Lulu, did buy some Lulu. Let's see. Are respecting this. Oh, that's big. Let's go back and check out our trading. So it's 639. Not really interested right now. I mean, this is just a parabolic move. I'm not going to try to catch that. Today is also news. So today we have, let's see, this is crazy. That's 180 points it did push out. Let's see. How do we enable chat on here? All right, everyone. So today, let's see, we have gonna do a quick analysis again. Recap. We are just looking at US30 today as well as gold. Right now, the 8:30 mark, gold and US50 have had quite a bullish move up. Gold, we are actually waiting for some this consolidation level to break. So since the last 3 days, we have had a crazy tear of. Let's see here. Are you guys able to hear me right now? Are you able to hear me? Let's see. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello. Testing. Let's see. Chat. Are you guys able to hear me? Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me okay? Let's see. I If you are able to see me, can you go ahead and give me a thumbs up? Okay, awesome, awesome. That's great. So let's do a recap again. Right now on gold, what we are looking at, we have been quite on a tear these last few weeks on gold. The last 3 days have been extremely bullish, and yesterday we ended up catching a trade down here, and we looked at to continue the buy up. Today, let's go back. So yesterday we ended up catching during New York session. We rode it to the high. Obviously, price has shot up a lot more, and so it's important to take a look at what is going on today. So as you can see, Asian session had a nice retracement before pushing up into London, and London had a large push. We are still bullish, and so we could still see price continue higher. What we are looking for though is we need some type of liquidity to be taken. So right now we can see that there is some liquidity being taken right here. What I am interested in seeing is if price continues to push up from here. Otherwise, what I would prefer is for price to fall back into this uh, fair value gap, really just this big open area where there's really no price action in here. I would like for price to push back into here before we see the continuation. So right now, monitoring gold, I am liking how this area was just taken, but I think that there is a lot of consolidation happening in this area. So I'm not necessarily looking to trade just right here. Um, but let's stay on the lookout and see if we are interested in capturing the buy. As for US30, as you can see, since the 830 mark, we really had a massive liquidity, volume come in, and that pushed US30 higher and higher. And so yesterday we were looking at a trade. Right here, we had our liquidity, our trend line liquidity that was created. And what I was looking for over here is for some type of liquidity to be taken yesterday. And so here during New York yesterday, we did get a nice push, which took liquidity from this area as well as this area, this area. So we had a nice sweep of liquidity yesterday that we were then looking to trade off of. So over here yesterday, we were looking to enter buys, um, and there was an entry that had opened up right over here. However, I think I had my limit set a little bit lower, and so the tap was not tapped in, which is okay. Now, looking into where we are today, price has been slowly pushing up over the last few hours. But as you can see right here, New York session 830 candle, we have just gotten a massive, massive push up. So chat, is there any questions, or is there anything that you want me to cover around my basis for what I'm thinking for today? Today is going to be a important day also for in terms of news. Today at 11:35 we have a speech by Fed Pal, Chair Powell. So he's going to be giving a talk for the first time since cutting interest rates, and so that is usually a big move to indicate that there's going to be big news today. markets are going to move. I mean, we already see a quiet bullish move that has already happened in the first 30 minutes of the market opening, but we can expect some more volatility to happen around 11:35 when Powell speaks. All right. Let's see. So going back to the charts, for anyone new that has just joined, we are looking at US30 and gold today. Gold has had some consolidation going on. There is a potential that we see gold shoot up from this area, but I'm currently not interested. Seeing as price has been continuously getting respected in this area. What I also see on the daily is, or sorry, on the 55-minute line chart, I do see that liquidity has been swept from the top side. And so we did see a move down. We see a move back up. Liquidity was taken right here. I'm more interested in a sell right now, to be honest, than a buy. But in order for me to feel confident about that, I need to see some more confirmation because we are so bullish um, that I am not interested in catching. Yeah, so chat, we are interested in a sell right now on gold. Going back, let's do another quick analysis. And we've had quite a push up. I want to go ahead and mark out this area right here as something that we want to monitor because we can see price come down into this area uh, before continuing to fall. So right now, what I am looking at is I need to get some additional confirmation. I mean, to be honest, I really like this. I kind of just want to go ahead and get into the sell. Um, let's see what that would look like. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to futures because this is where I take my entries. Yeah, let's see, chat. I mean, if we can go ahead and see price come back. We have about 9 minutes left in this candle. US30, once again, I'm not interested in trading this pair today. We saw quite a push up happening at 8:30. This is a big move that I think would need to see some more candlesticks before you can make a decision. So right now I'm just focusing on gold. Here, what I'm seeing is I would like price to retrace. Looking for an entry over here. So um, let's go ahead on the 5 minute. Let's see, setting entry right there, stop loss up here, take profit down here. So not an actually insane. Let's see if we do like this. Sell right here, stop loss right there, take profit right here. I mean, this is a very to be honest, I prefer this up here. Yeah, let's see if we can get a push down. You know, one thing I want to keep in mind is we can just continue bullish, right? So we need to be a little bit wary of this trade. We have another 7 minutes before this candle ends. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. You know, you can see I like the fact that we are continuing to take liquidity, right? So we're continuing to make lower lows on the 30 minutes. Let's see on the 5 minute. How about the 2 minute? We're trying to look to see where can we go. And I'm seeing this area right here. That looks very interesting. As where we can go to push lower. I'm gonna see. Oh God. All right. Well, we just made $100 for the day. Yeah. Yeah, let's see on the 5 minute, we would definitely like a push up. Um, this is a risky trade for sure. Okay, entry has been hit. Which is okay. Now we just need to see price kind of push back down. This is the last 5 minutes of the candle. What we need here is a nice bearish push. We need volume to come in and take us to the downside. So let's see. I mean, we are bullish, right? Overall, we are bullish. So we are taking a reversal trade, or sorry, a retracement trade. And so during those times, we do need to be a little bit more careful. What we are looking for is some nice volume push. Let's see, this is an area that we can go ahead and mark out. Is close to where our exit is, but we are seeing price. We want price to push down into this area right here, right? So we are in the trade. Again, let's see. We are hoping for some volume to kick in this area, and the reason why we are in this trade, as a recap, is because right now price has been pushing up since London session as well, and we need to see some of the pressure release from the upside of the pressure, and we can see that right now gold has had a tough time breaking highs, and instead it looks like it is pushing to the downside. And so if I do get a nice push down from here, what I'm hoping for in the next after this candle closes. So let's see how this candle closes. I mean, this is definitely a beautiful way for the candle to close. We would want it to continue pushing lower in the next 2 minutes. But what this will allow us to do is look for a continuation candle to the downside, and we can move our stops down just a little bit. And right now, we are really hoping that this order block holds, and looking to push down from here. So let's go and take a look at US30 again. US30 continuing to push up. Nothing new on this side. From here, let's go back to gold. I mean, we are seeing price starting to push back up a little bit. Let's see how the candlestick closes. Now, one thing that we want to keep in mind is as price does push down, we want to be wary for where price breaks structure to the upside again. And once that happens, what we would be looking for is buys, because overall we are bullish. All right, we are waiting for all right, price is pushing down. Looking at the 15-minute, we are getting some bearishness. Looking for more bearishness for sure. We need the next candle to be a continuation candle. I think with this next 5 minute, it's okay if we see a push up. But what is going to be important here is we need price to reverse bullishness and just have a massive candle to the downside. So that is what we are looking at currently. US30, no trades on here for now. Let's see. This is the only trade that I see at the moment. I'm not looking to trade US30. And the way gold is moving, I would like a massive push down with volume. Um, Now we have this is the start of the next candle for the 4 hours. So it is great that we are pushing down. I see that we have already broken past the last 4 hour candle, which is good news. However, this is also a place to be wary of because from here we can see price actually reverse and continue higher because we are overall bullish. So let's continue to stay on the lookout for how the market behaves. All right, sorry about that. We are back. Price is pushing down nicely. Let's continue to monitor where our take profit is. Now, I think that we can see price pushing down. But I want to be careful as to what happens once price breaks below this area. Let me actually draw up right here. Yes, I do expect price to definitely push back, push past this, into this 30. But like I said, we are bullish, so I really feel okay with getting out of this trade, making this much. Yeah, I'm gonna actually just go ahead and close out of this trade right now because now what I'm really looking for is the opposite, right? Well, I haven't really seen the opposite show. So should I get out of this trade or should I stay in? Let's see. 15 minute. Let's go take a look at 15 minute overtime. I mean, I really would like to see price push back below this area right here. See what is happening in this area. Are we getting a clear break? Are we seeing? Yes, there we go. We're seeing a push back up. Yeah, we would really like price to continue pushing down. see. Now, again, one thing to keep in mind is that this is a reversal trade. We're not necessarily looking to hold this. Um, we have our take profit right down over here. However, we want to be a little bit careful because this is an area where price can reverse from this entire area. Oops. This is an entire area where price can push down from. So feeling pretty good so far. This trade is moving down significantly. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and exit this trade. Yeah, I might actually do this trade here. Reason why I'm moving my exit to right here is because I am looking to end my account balance at 103. That means I'm one trade away from passing my challenge. Um, that is my goal. So let's see, I might actually do that right here. I'm okay with it there. Keep it. Keep it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. This is an area where prices does reverse down into. I am looking to close out. All right, there we go, guys. Chat, we have taken a trade successfully. We made about $2,000 on that trade. Our account balance currently sits at $103, and we are looking now. We are interested in buys. However, there is still structure that needs to be made for this, so we will go ahead and be on the lookout for it. So, feeling great. We are up 2K for the day. Um, let's go, Arish. Shout out to you. You have been watching me, and appreciate you sending some messages in the chat. Let's go. Hoping to go ahead and create a way for us to trade together. So right now, would love to just continue live trading, live streaming, and looking to continue making profits and um, seeing how this plays out. You can see gold is continuing to push to the downside. I do feel comfortable getting out of that trade, however, because my daily target has been hit. I have an account balance of 103,000 currently, which means I am a 1 to 3 trade away from passing my challenge. All right, let's go ahead and while we wait for gold to continue playing out, we can see price push down all the way, but I think this was a good trade for us to catch. Let's take a look at US30. US30, we are seeing some bearishness come in. Again, this 4 hour candle has just opened, so we can expect price to push down. However, we are looking for the buys. So let's see how the next few 15-minute candle plays out. Um, and I see we just had somebody join. We actually did just take a trade on US30. Or sorry, on gold, we were looking for sells. Now, once again, we are overall in a bullish buy. However, what we are looking for is we want price to sell off. We need price to retrace before we continue our bullishness. So what we did just catch, let's see if I can pull it back up. Um, this one, gee, I'm not 100% sure how this works just yet. Let's see, account summary, notifications. So we ended up taking profit. I'll go ahead and wish there was a way on here where I could just show my entry, but this is basically the trade that we just caught. So we did actually catch a 1 to 2. We ended up catching $2,000 on this trade, which brought us up to 103,000. Um, Now from here, I'm gonna go ahead and delete this. I'll actually move this onto our goal chart. There we go. We actually already have it on our goal chart. Oh, that's where we were. Okay. So here we are looking to continue. Now we're looking for bullishness. So in this market, what we see is that we have support right in this area, which is great. Now I am looking for something to tell us that we are going to push up. So I see Arish, you made 3K on that trade. That is great to hear. Glad you were able to catch the move. Now, once again, we are monitoring. We are taking a look at how price behaves from this area. One thing that I do like is, from here, this is our big area for our fair value gap. And so really this is a spot where price can tap into and we can continue to push up. But um, that is the reason why I went ahead and closed out of my trade. I'm not looking to hold this long term. I like how price has tapped into this POI, and now I just want to see how it behaves. It can decide to push up from here. We can also see price push down on the 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and mark out this area where price can actually come and tap into before we continue bullish. That has been the trend. Let's see. One thing that is important in my strategy is I like to see some type of 15-minute liquidity being swept. So right here, there wasn't any clear indication of price just shooting up and coming and taking liquidity out like right here, which is okay. Um, which is okay. But however, what that means is that maybe this range is wrong, right? So maybe right now the range that I had drawn out is from here to here. But I want to revisit this. And what we can see is we can see a potential for the bottom of the range to be.
p.m. It's been so nice. We always start the morning at a boulangerie with pastries and tea. It's funny because at home in New York, we eat like a huge Greek yogurt bowl and like four eggs, but that's just not last time. Back then, I had like no money to eat. Actually, just negative money student loans. And I remember I used to be so hesitant to even take the trip. Those 2 year fares, but I was so quick. So it feels
US30, we are expecting the flow to get taken out for sure. We can continue to see bullishness in the markets, but that does need to get taken out. The one thing to keep in mind is that we did just get the start of a new hour, so we can see price push down. However, I'm only going to be trading for the next 15 minutes. Let's see how the markets behave. Same thing I want on gold. I want price to go ahead and break the low here. Um,
Cool. We can continue to see the push down. To be honest, let's see what it looks like on 5 minutes. Yeah, this is definitely gonna get taken out. Same thing with gold. All right, chat. Today we have $25. 11:30 days when I so put it out of here. I'm not really interested in US30 until it breaks that low. I need to see a nice for sure. Gold, same thing. I'm not really interested in catching a buy right now until it breaks down. To be honest, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good area of price too. I feel pretty good with it. Hop out for it now. Needham's chart is just so beautiful. 2020 was such an amazing time by we are up like, 600, almost 700%. Ulta, this is where um, Warren Buffett bought it up to 68%. UI is just an area of quality. This is where we have bought it. We actually sold the stock right here. Ever since we sold it, the stock is up another 40%, which is a lot of money. Good to see this one. Arrez and she's been playing up ever since the market opened in 2005. Right? So I think it's just feels like just not right? Pretty much. Uh, much. Yeah, let's get you. SE. Oh, this one hurts so bad. Nice. Something like 87. All right, I'm going to end this live stream for today. Thank you all for joining. We are still looking at trades, and we're looking for one right here. US30 right below this level, gold right below this level, but right now we are just going to wait and see how price behaves. Not going to enter any trades in the next 20 minutes. I don't really foresee the break and then the retest, or the break and then the push up. So let's see how it ends. But thank you everyone for joining today.